Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here for NTMarkets.com with your Wednesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, we're looking at a daily chart of the ES here, the E-mini S&P 500 futures. And what I want to point out first of all is this. The Bollinger Bandwidth, which tells you the lower the number, the tighter the bands, and the larger the number, the wider these bands are, these beige lines. These would be considered wide. Whereas over here, these would be considered narrow, okay? So the bands get narrow, then the bands expand. They get narrow, then they expand. I know this is a review for a lot of you people that follow me, but we have a lot of new people. We have new people come in every day. So bands get narrow, then they expand. Right now, we're in a situation where the bands are narrow. And with this indicator well under 2, the bands are fairly narrow. Some of the narrowest that we've seen, they rival here back in January, right around January the 23rd. They rival these bands that got down to around 1.6. We're at 1.82 as I'm doing the webcast. So you have compression, then you have expansion. Expansion can resolve either to the upside or the downside. So assuming which way something's going to expand is a very dangerous business. If you're right, you'll feel like a genius. If you're wrong, you'll feel like a moron. But if you're assuming beforehand whether you're right or wrong, it's still a bad trade because you basically bet everything on red or bet everything on black. And just because your number came up didn't mean it was the smartest thing in the world to do. Now, what is the market telling us now? It seems to be telling us that we're just about ready to expand. Now, there have been 2 expansions in 2014 of significance. The first one here in January, which is an expansion downward. The second one was an expansion in May into June, which was the expansion upward. Which way are we going to go this time? I don't know. Here's what I do know. I know that we tried to trade below the middle band. We traded to the lower band, and that was sternly rejected. And we have done almost 40 handles off of that low at 42.5 since late Thursday night into Friday morning. It was Friday Globex. That's the bottom of this candle here, 42.5. I know that for the last 2 days, middle band is held up as support. I know that we made new highs yesterday, and I know that we've seen some strength in the overnight despite, a 5 or 6 handle sell-off into the close yesterday. I'm currently long 73. I was in and out of some longs. I was short yesterday a little bit, but what I am now is long 73. I took some off this morning, 78, and right now I have a free ride stop on the position. So, I'll get stopped out for enough profit to cover my costs should we reverse. But I really have no intention of getting rid of this now because if today is the day that compression turns into expansion, I'm set up for an upper band ride, which is a higher percentage play. If we had broken the middle band last night, I would probably be set up short right now. So, am I assuming which way we're going to go? A little bit. But what I'm mostly doing is letting a profitable trade ride and playing the percentages of both the last 10 days of trading, the last 4 or 5 sessions of trading, and most importantly, the overall uptrend. So if it turns out I'm wrong, if we do a violent reversal and we go on a downward band ride, I'll be the first one to admit that I'm wrong. In order to accomplish that, here's what the bears have to do. They have to get through 66. They have to get through the middle band, which is also around 66. They have to break 59. They have to break 42.5. And they have to close below all of that and stay below it. If they do that, the bands will open up to the downside. So it's not a big reach to say that the Bulls have a much easier task in front of them than the Bears do. So that's where I'm at this morning. Okay, everybody have a great day. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Check out the chat room. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well.